This is the French army, and as you can see with both armies, I have put little dice like this to indicate different qualities of the unit. You don't necessarily need these normally, but this is to aid you, the viewer, in identifying the units as we go along. If we look in detail, you can see that these units here and this unit here have got this light blue dice. That means that they are elite. This unit here and this unit here have a green dice, which means that they are raw. This cavalry unit here is dragoons and has an orange dice, which indicates that it is not very good in combat with other cavalry. These units, this one and this one and this one and this one, you can see have a dark blue dice. This shows that they are small. All the other units are standard size, but those ones marked with the blue marker are a little bit smaller and so a little bit more vulnerable, and then all the units without a dice are trained. Also notice that the infantry units have a relatively small number of pike, so they count as little p units in the combat system. The artillery is just artillery. Artillery is just a standard thing in these rules. The command of those are 2 general, as indicated by the dice here, which means that he's quite a good commander. The scale is between 0 and 3, with 3 being really extremely good generals. The other dice, they are just indicators. It makes no difference at all what the number is on the dice. For those of you who are interested in these kind of things, you can see we have a unit of Irish here. This unit in blue is Germans, and as I mentioned, this unit is dragoons. Now let's take a look at the Allied army. So this is the Allied army, and in contrast to the French army, the Allied army is a mixed bag. The army consists of Dutch troops, and those are Dutch and those are Dutch. Some English troops, that is English and that is English. Some Austrians, and here, and this is a German infantry unit, and this is a Spanish cavalry unit. As with the French units, units that are elite have this light blue dice. Units which are green have a green dice, and you can see there some here and some here. The Allied cavalry, you'll see, has 3 units with orange dice, which means that they are not very good in cavalry melees, and they also have black dice here. So we have here and here and here and here. The black dice denotes that the units are large, and so therefore they are larger than the standard size units. All the other units which don't have a quality dice are trained, and all the other units which don't have a size dice are standard. As we can see, we have 1 gun and a commander. The commander is rated as a 1, as denoted by this dice, which is an average commander. But the army does have a reasonable defensive position to defend. With the infantry, notice that the infantry are also a bit more varied than the French. The Dutch infantry have a small number of pikes, which means that they are small p like the French units. But the English and the Austrian unit, they have a larger number of pikes, roughly twice as many pikes as the other one, and so they are a big p unit. The German unit, as you can see, has no pikes at all, so that is a musket only unit.